Hello everyone, welcome to English Factory. Today we are going to do The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost of class 9th. Isn't it, children? We need to make choice at every step. Choice between what to eat, what not to eat. Choice between what to wear, what not to wear. Choice between which subject to choose, which not to choose. The list is endless. Similarly, the road is the symbol of the choice made by us in life. Many times we regret the choice we make, but what is done once cannot be undone. The word road not only means way, it also means journey or a stage of journey. Here, road does not signify any ordinary road, but functions a metaphor of a vital decision in our life. Robert Frost was an American poet and was born on 26 March 1874. His work was initially published in England before it was published in America. Frost was honored frequently during his lifetime and is the only poet to receive 4 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry. On July 22, 1961, Frost was named Poet Laureate of Vermont. Frost was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Literature 31 times. In the poem The Road Not Taken, the road symbolizes our life. The poet says that the path that we don't choose in our life is the road not taken. He describes his feelings about that choice that he had left in the past. The path which we have chosen decides our future, our destination. The important message that the poet wants to give is that the choice that we make has an impact in our future, and if we make a wrong choice, we regret it but cannot go back on it. So, we must be wise while making choices. Here's a small brainstorming activity for you. Sometimes the choices we make have far-reaching consequences. Think about any 4 choices you make on daily basis and the importance of these choices. Another activity. Complete the web chart showing choices and decisions you may have to make in the next few years and the factors that affect these choices. Let us now begin with the explanation of the poem. First stanza. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. The poet was standing at a junction, where the road forked into 2. It was a forest full of yellow leaves due to the autumn season. As the poet could not travel both the roads, he stood there for a long time, deciding which road to take. He was in dilemma. He looked down at one road as far as he could, and to where it bent and disappeared in the wild bushes. Second stanza. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. After viewing both the roads, the poet decided to take the second road because it was grassy and had not been travelled by many. The poet was adventurous and wanted to travel on the road which had not worn off. Moreover, he felt that it had better claim. As far as the passing of traveller was concerned, both the roads had worn in the same manner. Stanza 3. And both that morning equally lay. In leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Both the road lay in the same condition in front of the poet that morning. No leaf had been crushed black, as no one had passed from both the roads that morning, and both of them were covered with leaves. The poet decided to go back on the first road. Some other road, although he knew that one way leads to another, and had the doubts if he would ever be able to travel on the first road. Coming to the last stanza. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. The poet wasn't sure about the success of his choice. He thought he might regret about his decision of travelling on the second road. and he might tell about it with a sigh. It's very difficult to pass the judgment at the spur of the moment. After many years, perhaps he will be telling with a sigh about his choice. Two roads diverged in the wood, and he selected the one which was less traveled by, and his choice has made all the difference. Children, we often associate sighs with feelings such as relief, sadness, or exhaustion. Here are some multiple choice questions based on the poem. Number 1. The poet stood at the introspection of a wood painted yellow, an autumn forest, trees with infected flowers, woods which is filled with red leaves. Moving on to next question. The poet regrets that he could not travel on both the roads simultaneously. He has become old. The roads are covered with thick undergrowth. The paths are not clearly visible. Next question. The poet finally chooses the road which has been less traveled by, which looks more attractive, which very few have trod on, which is less grassy. Next question. Pick out the lines which says that the two roads looked similar that morning. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way. I doubted I should ever come back. Both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. The road in the poem stands for a long tedious journey, challenges, choices in life, and forward movement. Here are some more questions for practice. What is the message or theme of the poem The Road Not Taken? How does one way lead to another? Is it easier to come back to the path we have left for another day? Describe the significance of good decisions. In what manner do they support life? Hoping to see your answers in the comment section. Thank you and stay blessed.